Hello, hello. We are back with video 2 of this 3-part series all about resistance. My name is Leah, and I am a life and relationship transition coach. And today I want to talk about the next step to overcoming internal resistance. Let's get started. In this video, you're going to learn how to take small, actionable steps, intentional steps to overcome internal resistance and help you to establish greater confidence and create positive, lasting change, starting with just one simple shift this week. If you haven't already seen our first video, you're going to want to watch that. It's all about internal resistance, some of the signs of it, and how to help you process what is actually coming up for you. So this first video was about inner awareness of that internal resistance, and then understanding the mental and emotional blocks that are leading you to that resistance, and then how to release the resistance. So using a simple and effective exercise that I spell out for you in that video. And the goal of that exercise was to support you in taking the first steps toward a stronger self-confidence, positive change, and reconnecting with your life's purpose. So this video is all about what's next. I want you to remember this is a process that takes time. So you might need to go through these steps and these practices multiple times. And like I said in the first video, it is not linear. It may look like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That does not mean that you're failing. That doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. It actually means that you are on the path forward. If you are feeling like there's any obstacles that are coming up, it's a sign that you're trying to progress and that you are on that path. So resistance is a good sign. It shows that you're pushing yourself and you're wanting more for your life and you're getting outside your comfort zone. So keep watching these videos, keep making those small shifts, and hopefully this video today will help with that. There's no magic wand, obviously, that's going to help you to create this lasting change for yourself, but taking these small, simple steps and making these micro shifts actually adds up and can really help. Now let's deep dive into the next step. So small intentional change is what we're here for today. After going through the first step, you should feel that sense of release when you are deciding to let go a little bit of the resistance of what it is that is keeping you sort of stuck feeling. And when you're feeling that release, we want to take that and use that momentum to then create an action. And this action shouldn't be just like any action, it should be intentional. And so this is where that willingness to, turn inward and make some, adjustments really, really helps. So I have an exercise for you. It's a guided exercise, and I want you to get out a pen and paper or something to write with. And I want you to think of one small change, just one very small change that could shift your energy from where you are now to just one level higher. So if your energy is at a 5 out of 10, what is one small thing you can do to make it a 6? And here's some examples. I'm going to take these directly from my clients and my own personal life. One small example is a 5-minute daily meditation before bed this week. 5 minutes. So setting a timer and just noticing your thoughts. Another example is going to the gym 1 extra day. So if you're not going at all, 1 day a week. If you are going 1 day a week, 2 days a week. So adding just 1 extra day a week. Another example is taking a 15-minute walk outside during your lunch break. So, or adding 15 minutes to whatever you're already doing. So this is about a 1% shift. And what happens is over time, these 1% shifts really add up. They compound. And they're meaningful. So you're not just doing things just to do them. You're doing things because they actually align with your vision. They align with where it is that you want to be going. So make sure that when you're choosing this small step, that it actually aligns with what it is that you want to see in your life in the future. It creates momentum, and that momentum builds confidence, and that's where you get that motivation over time. The next thing I want you to do is sort of build a positive cycle. So if you can add just one or two small positive changes this week, you'll start to feel more motivated and connected. And this motivation will help you move towards bigger shifts when you're ready. So I'm not saying only do small shifts always. I'm saying these small shifts will lead you to those bolder, more courageous, big leaps. And this process is not meant to be rushed. So remember that this is all about lasting change. And the thing about sustainable change is that it needs to have a firm foundation and be built over time. So rushing these things actually kind of creates the top heavy energy around them. And that's why you see a lot of people creating these grand resolutions and then like falling off the board pretty quickly, is because they're not focused on the small steps, the incremental changes over time that will lead you to eventually taking those bigger steps. So here's your challenge. Write down one change right now, commit to it for the next week, and then once you've done it, reflect on how it made you feel. So setting a reminder in your phone for that weekly reflection. How did making that one change this week feel? And I want you to look at how it felt, because in our first video, we talk about how resistance feels in the body. This is going to help you normalize what it feels like to work through resistance. So what is the feeling when you've worked through this, one small step? And to close this, I just want to sort of leave you with a prompt. What's one small change you're committing to this week? Drop it in the comments. And then I want you to encourage each other. And if this video resonated with you, I want you to go back and look at that first video and commit to this series. So there's only 3 videos. It's super simple, super easy. But this is the main thing that I see my clients get stopped up with, is this resistance, this internal resistance. So if this is you, or if this has been you in the past, it's probably going to be you at some point in the future. I know that growth, like I said, is not linear. So we come up against these changes time and time again. And this resistance shows up for us time and time again, especially when we're pushing an edge of ourselves. So save these videos, like and subscribe, and make sure that you are engaging in some of this content too. It can really help to hold you accountable. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye.